Hey guys, well, you've probably seen it by now. The rates did drop, and I'm sure you've been bombarded with stuff, but nobody's telling you what is actually happening. Nobody's telling you what to do, what's best for you. Now, we need to look at this as a bigger picture. I think these rates are going to come down even further. I think we're going to see emergency spending happening. I think we're going to see emergency interest rate drops personally. Reason why? Because I think what's going on between Canada and the US and US between everybody else, I think he's trying to scare the markets personally, right? I think he wants people to freak out. I think he wants people to sell off stocks and buy into high yield bonds and stuff like that, get the rates dropped down, and simply because their money's coming up for renewal in about 6, 7 months. And if they have to renew now, it's going to cost them a hell of a lot more money than it would at the rate that they were already at. So I think he's trying to bring that down. You're going to see a lot of people losing money, but then, the billionaires don't care. They're losing $100 billion when you have a quadrillion dollars. Who cares? Now, that's going to mess up our economy a little bit. Now, I think what's going to happen for us, I think the Bank of Canada is going to come in and say, listen, emergency rate drops. You can see a drop down like we did in COVID. Now, if that happens, COVID was a crazy time, and you saw houses jump. And I had one property that of mine that I bought for $800,000. 2 years later, I sold it for $1.4 million. Now, that's a huge jump. We saw massive spikes, right? I don't know if it'll be that big of a spike, but I think we're going to see people spending regardless if they're layoffs or not. People will spend because money is cheap, and that's just what people do, right? You'll see people stimulating the market in that sense. So if it's time for you to sell, maybe wait. If it's something you're thinking about buying right now, jump in now, right? Because even though the rates are a little bit higher than what they could be if you're buying, it's going to be better than spending $150,000, $200,000 more in a few months, maybe a year from now, whatever the case is. So what, you're a little bit of a higher rate. So what, you pay $10,000, $20,000 more. It's cheaper than $150,000. If you're cashing out, moving to Florida, wait a few months, see what happens to the market. I would. That's what I would do personally. Now, if you're doing a lateral move, okay, who cares? If your house sells now for $1 million, you buy something for $1 million, whatever. If it's $2 million down the road and you're buying $2 million, so it makes no difference. These are all decisions that are something that's important to you, and you need to really look into that. Something that you should talk to your agent about. Reach out to me. We can sit down, have an in-depth conversation of what's right for you, what's right for your family. Is it time to buy? Is it time to sell? I don't know. Your situation, my situation, completely different. Just stay informed. My info's in the bio. You want to talk about this? Reach out.